Okay, I'm back. Hopefully, we'll see if it works now. If the sound doesn't work now, I don't know what to try. So we'll say take two. I hope this works. Welcome everybody to this is Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson with a YouTube and Facebook Live update. Hopefully you can hear me on this one. I'm sure I'll find out with your comments here very soon. Sometimes we have some gremlins in the system here, so we'll see. I'm going to keep talking until somebody lets me know whether they can hear me or they can't. And if we can't, okay, good. May, okay, cool. You know what? Sometimes the settings get changed, and I forget to check. So there we go. Let's see. Now, what are they asking me to do here? Please check. Okay. So I hope everybody is all right. I hope everything is going well. Now I'm getting another message here. We may be having trouble streaming Facebook. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we're going to work here. All right. I think this is all working okay here. I'm getting some strange messages. There we go. Okay. Holy smoke. Right when you think you've got this all figured out, that's whenever, of course, the technology bugs come up and say like, oh no. Good. Mikey, thanks. K&M, thanks. Chris, still here with me. Thank you so much. Best day to go to Battle Creek. If you're talking about Saturday or Sunday, either day probably is okay. But Sunday, I think would be a little bit better, but either day, I think you're good to go. Martin, hello to you. Happy New Year to you too. Thank you. Mikey, thanks for being here as always. I appreciate it. Tina and Jones, thank you for checking in. We'll get this thing going now that we got the bugs, I think, behind us there. On this YouTube and Facebook Live weather update. This one, I guarantee, is going to be a shorty. There's just not a lot going on. And I got to tell you, I think that's A-okay. Oops, hit the wrong button there too. Boy, this is almost like it's a Monday, but it's a Friday. All right, here's what we have on the agenda. Weird having 50s in the middle of winter. Well, how about, remember it was a week ago, right? Last Sunday, that we had 60. And then 60 mile an hour winds, right? And then wind chills below zero, and then several inches of snow. And that was just crazy. So things are getting a little bit clearer now, or a little bit quieter. John, thanks. Always good to see you. Tell your mom hello, by the way. Tom, hello to you in Grand Junction. And hello, Van Buren County. So we got some Saturday snow, but we're not going to see much. I think it's just going to be a few flurries, and I don't think everybody's necessarily going to see it. But we have another weak little push that's coming across, and that's going to give us just a little tiny bit of snow, mainly in the afternoon. Some Sunday sun. A warming trend, I think, is going to take us close to 50 degrees in about a week's time. Jeremiah, good evening to you in Battle Creek. Brittany, hello. Wilson, always good to see you. Preston, wasn't it nice to see that sunshine coming out this afternoon? That was delightful. I think it'll be more limited tomorrow, but I think we will see some on Sunday. And though we'll probably be a little bit more limited next week, the temperatures will be warming up. Jennifer, hello to you in Kalamazoo. Lori in Galesburg, always good to see you, Lori. Thank you so much. Coldwater, Brittany from Coldwater, thank you. Brenda, good. I'm glad you can hear me now. Cedric, hello. Gloria, hello. And I'm with you there, Brenda, on the whoop whoop. All right, let's get right to it. I promised it would be a shorty, so we got to get through it. Well, let's start off at midnight. You know, our skies were clearing this evening. It was a beautiful sunset. Haven't seen one of those in a little while with all the tumultuous weather we've had lately. Let's go hour by hour. We're going to go from midnight rather, to about 7 in the morning. And notice our skies become predominantly cloudy here. So mostly cloudy tomorrow morning with those temperatures in the mid to upper teens. So it's going to be chilly. But by the way, you know, our typical low this time of year is 20. So we can't really talk about this being unusually cold. This is about normal. Pam from Homer, thanks for being here. Tim, hello to you in Bloomingdale. Rebecca in South Haven. Appreciate that very much. And thanks, Brenda, for the hello to everybody here. Jessica in Allegan, thank you for being here. And Eric, good evening to you too. Thanks for the share, Mikey. Let's take it from 7 a.m. tomorrow till noon. And now watch, you start to see a little bit of snow setting up. two things about this. One, it's not going to be sticking around for long. And two, I don't think there'll be anything necessarily heavy. In fact, let's go from noon to about 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and you see that substantially it's starting to wind down. Could there be some spots that maybe see an inch or so? I wouldn't rule that out. But overall, this is not going to be a big event. This is going to be zipping through very quickly, very fast. And it's going to be on the lighter side. So that's good. Tim, Battle Creek in the house. Sun today, colder tonight. You bet. You bet for sure. Lori, Michigan has all seasons. That's for sure. And sometimes we pack them into a little bit of time. Carla, nice clear sky. See that huge wolf moon coming up. The huge, another supermoon. Right? First one in 2026, of course. It's only the second day of the year. Right now, look at this, 3 Rivers at 9. I will say, when we lose the cloud cover, the heat that radiates from the ground up, that builds up during the day, especially on a day like today when we did see a little bit of sunshine, those temperatures drop fast. So already down to 9 in 3 Rivers, 7 in Fremont and Big Rapids, and about to slip into the single digits in Coldwater and Marshall, Battle Creek, Hastings, even in Kalamazoo right now at only at 12. The winds are really dying down. But again, when you're talking about a temperature between 10 and 12, 13 degrees, it doesn't take much of a breeze to give you a wind chill of 1. In Battle Creek, it feels like 2 in Ionia and 4 in Kalamazoo. So very cold, very cold. Carla and I said, Brenda, yeah, I'm gonna have some warm time away starting tomorrow, but I'll be back. Get this, by next Thursday I'll be back. So it's only going to be for a few days, but I'm going to try to warm the batteries there a little bit. Mike, thanks for the share. Robin, what's it going to look like in Grand Rapids tomorrow? Cloudy. There could be a little bit of light snow, but I just don't think it's going to be problematic. So that's good. Good. Got some sound in Indiana. Sherry, thanks for checking in from the Hoosier State. Oh, I know they're excited about the IU football team. How about that? I didn't have that on my bingo card, a national championship team. But good for the folks down there in the Hoosier State. Jesse, hello on the Berg. Thursday. What do you mean, how bad is Thursday? There could be some rain. I think it's going to be wet, but with a high in the mid-40s, I'll get to that in a minute. It'll be rain, not snow. Brenda, good night to you. Thank you so much. And I'll be checking in from the warmer temperatures. Good evening to you too there, Tina. Thanks. I'm missing folks here. It's John. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Debbie, waiting on 50. It's on the way. I'll show it to you in just a little bit here. Evelyn, good evening to you. It is going to be getting warmer, and I hope all is well with you too. Thanks. I'm doing all right. Lalita. I don't know. I think I might have to do some gardening on that one. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Hold on. I don't think that one is one. I don't think that was intended for our weather benefit, right? Is that still here? Yeah, it is. Okay. Hold on just a moment here, folks. There we go. All right. Lily, good evening to you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it very much. Ready for warmer air. Steve, ready to ice fish. I hear you. Here we go back up again. And I will say this. Let's talk. Let me get to let's get to the 7 day. I believe the 7 days next. I told you it's going to be a shorty. There you see the warm up that's underway. So, Steve, if you want to do some ice fishing, I totally understand that. I know that you're going to auger and be safe. But we're going to hop above freezing once we get past this weekend. So we'll stay sub-freezing over the weekend. But then we're going to be warming it up next week. And here's a legit question. Is that warm-up going to last for a little while? And I think overall, it looks like when we go days 8, 9, 10, it will be on the mild side a week from tomorrow. And then we'll get a little colder. But not like, very cold. I think on balance, we're going to stay warm through the middle of the month, warmer than average. Let me say that till the middle of the month. I still see folks who are more long range forecasting and looking at signals that would give us an indication about, let's say, maybe a 1 month period, a 30-day period or something, that we will flip and go into a cold pattern. But I'm not seeing that showing up on these models here that go out 10 to 12 to 14 days. Sharon, it's Friday for sure. Have a great weekend. I hope you do. Sherry, go Indiana. Hey, representing the Big Ten. Carla, that's what I tell my boss. But it's good. It's all good. We all get our days in. We all get our days off. Let's see. Jeanette, on the other two sites, no sound. Really? I don't know how that's working out. Okay, I'll have to figure that out. I apologize for that. You can ditch the blowers and the shovels for now, Cedric, but I would make sure that you know where they are. Remember, it's only January here. Thanks so much for that, K&M. I appreciate it. Sherry, ready for spring. And Jeanette, great seeing the sun for sure. For sure. Hello, Cooper, Michigan. Thanks for checking in, Kelly. Thank you. And Barb. So we found some sound here, right? Thanks for that, Mikey. I appreciate it. Crystal. Yeah, we need some warm up, right? We need a bit of a warm up. Rain needs to stop. Well, the rain isn't coming until I would say next week, right? That's going to be like next Thursday, Friday. How much? It's still a little bit iffy on that, but we are definitely a little bit soggy. Kevin, hello to you. Robin, hey, haven't seen you in a little while. Thanks for being here. Might be able to take down those Christmas decorations for sure. For sure. Cold and Barb, you need to get back down to the islands, right? Nancy, the 40s do sound good right now, don't they? I just talked to my sister where I'm going, and I think we're looking at some low 70s down there. I'm just going to sit outside and breathe. Dixie, 22 in Sturgis. Thanks for that report. Appreciate it. And hello, Southern St. Joe County. Lori, love going through some water with your truck, as long as you've got some clearance, right? All right, so there's a quick look at the 7-day. Here's the trend. Tomorrow, a little bit of light snow, nothing problematic. In fact, on this 7-day right now, I don't see anything problematic at all. Yeah, Sherry, and I don't even really see that. I don't even see any freezing rain coming in. Temperatures will be warming up. That's really the big story right now. In the 7 days, that things are going to be warming up, and that will be up around 40 by Tuesday, and then maybe even up around 50 by next Friday. And by the way, looking at that 7-day, I'll be back here for another Facebook Live on next Thursday, at least in the digital studio. I'm going to be checking in from time to time, I promise, just to sort of rub it in a little bit on, that it's nice and warm, and I'll be in a T-shirt or something like that. Janet, loving the warmth, coming to West Michigan for sure. Tina says, bring on the warmer temperatures. We've had quite a spell here, right, of cold temperatures. Let me see here. Do I have that data sheet with me? Oh, I didn't bring the December sheet with me. I apologize for that, folks. Yeah, well, we certainly have had that cold spell here for quite a while. Manistee at 16. John, thanks for that weather report. I appreciate that very, very much. How much rain? I live in that flooding area. Well, it's still a little ways away, Tina. When we're talking about next Thursday, maybe half an inch. But listen, when it comes to that rain, that's sketchy that far out. When you want to talk amounts anyway. So we'll keep you up to speed on that for sure. We'll keep you up to speed on that, Tina. Let's see what else we got. Wilson. Yeah, bring those Christmas decorations down from the front yard. It'll warm up next week. You'll have an opportunity to do that. Denise, thank you for that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Hey, I know. I'm going to the FLA. So just for a little while. And I'll pick up that hat when I get back. Tina, thanks for checking in. Wilson, bingo tomorrow with family and friends. Hey, this is the time of year. If you can't go outside, you can always have family and friends over. Tina in Hudsonville, you got 10 degrees. Whoa, that's awfully cold. All right, everybody, I'm going to skate. I hope you have a great night tonight. Thank you for being here. I'll be live in, 28 minutes. It's 9:32. So 28 minutes, I'll be live on ARC West Michigan. I'll be live in an hour 28 on the Mothership News Channel 3. Hope to catch you in one of those two or both. And if I don't forget that you can catch me on Facebook. WWMT is Keith Thompson. I'm on Instagram, Threads, X, and YouTube at Weatherman Keith. I'll be posting some stuff from the FLA here starting tomorrow, posting some pics, especially like on Instagram, but I stay on Facebook. That's my usual haunt there is Facebook. Thanks for the thanks, Tina. You're very welcome. Wilson, okay, I'll take you up on that sometime for bingo. Yeah, that would be sort of wild. I'll just knock on the door and say, hey, you got room for one more? Nubia, good night. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate it. Jesse, happy birthday to your friend there, Brenda 11 in Bloomingdale. Loving it. I will, Jeanette. I will. Lily, thanks for the thanks. It's no problem for long. Sherry, good night to you, and I'll see you at 11, Brenda. Thank you so much. And Timmy, a good idea. Try to stay warm, everyone. I'm going to try to stay warm by going to somewhere where it's warm that's outside, actually. But I'll check in from there, and you guys better be there. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Hey, Colin Rogers is live in the morning from 6 to 10 a.m. Happy New Year to you too, Gloria. Thank you. Hello to you. He's got live updates from 6 to 10 a.m. And Danny will be here tomorrow evening with updates as well. And I'll be checking in from time to time. Watch for my posts. I'll give you some posts for my travel log along the way. Barb, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I plan on having a good time, a relaxing time anyway. All right, everybody, have a great night tonight. We've made it to the weekend. What do you know? So have a great weekend. I'll catch up with you again soon. Like I said, I'll be checking in with some pics and things from my travel. And hey, I'm going to be back here in just a few days anyway. I'm not going to be gone for that long. And I'll check in with you then. Good night, everybody. And thanks again so much for being here.